Hello, senors and senoritas. It's MrSenorBeatdown here. We're trying something new today, trying a new game called Hollywood Animal. It's just recently come out into early access. So I've titled this series Road to Bankruptcy. I've tried this game a few times and it has quite a learning curve to it. So we'll see how far we can get along, and I'd welcome any suggestions from chat, and I'd like you guys to be involved. We can change names and customize a lot in this game. It's been excited for it for a long time. So let's see how we get on. I think the first thing is that this game covers you run a movie studio during the 1930s and 40s. So it's important here to cover that there is manifestations of discrimination and intolerance and violence that we see here in this intro. So it's just important to say that this is a mature game. But with that said, let's move on and have some fun. So I have tried a few attempts with varying levels of success, but hopefully we can work together and make a successful movie studio and let's get some good movies made. Okay. Few attempts. All right. Let's get a new game going. Sorry, it took a bit longer to set up today, but we're there now. And if you're new in chat, say hello. All right, let's see how we get on today with the new game. It's taking a while to load, but here we are. Okay. So it's the New Year's, 1929. The hedonism of the 20s gives way to the Great Depression. Yeah. The big sad. It's a nice little scene here. The advent of talkies heralds the golden age of Hollywood, and life gives way to cinema. So we're starting proper talking pictures. I quite like this scene with the cat chasing after the birds. On to the next one. The animals here. Film companies fiercely compete for market and influence. Strong devour the weak. Everyone's there looking like they're making some shady deals. And you can see obviously all the animals here fighting for who's going to be on top. You purchase a bankrupt studio to build a new business on its ruins. Well, this one's already gone bankrupt, so hopefully we won't go bankrupt again buying this studio. So we can customize the logo and choose a name. As I say, there's a lot of customization in this game, so I'm more than happy to take suggestions from people. So let's see. It's got an elephant, an ape, sure, that's a type of monkey, an owl, rhino, snake, cheetah, zebra, alpaca. That's quite cool. A bear, stag, wolf, peacock there, rabbit, wolf, bear. Let's see. What would be most fitting? unfortunately, there's no cats. I would have chosen a cat, but I guess we can go for a wild cat. It's the closest thing we'll probably get. So name for the studio. Let's see. I welcome any suggestions from chat. We could go maybe Beatdown Pictures. It's a bit long though, but I think if we added MrSenorBeatdown Pictures or something, that'd be even longer. Beatdown Pictures. We could try that. What do you guys think? All right. I think we'll go with Beatdown Pictures. I think for now. Okay. I think what we'll do is we can name our characters after followers. So to get you guys involved, and I appreciate all the follows and support that you guys do. So I think we should change the names of these characters. So these are executives, our starting people. So movies are not only made by actors and directors, your film studio also employs people who quietly keep the machine running behind the scenes. What are their names? Okay. I think we'll name these after some followers. So we got Zhao Kane. So Zhao Kane is one of ours. So thank you for the follow, Zhao Kane. And you can be our legal executive. Public relations executive. Let's have a look. Why don't we go with, I think, Shanaro. And then for our financial side, let's go with Awo Fluff. Don't worry guys, we've got lots of opportunities to go through with people and name them different things. Alright, first film. So along with the studio grants, you also received the footage for an unfinished movie. Filming was completed, but it was never edited. Oh, so you need to complete the picture. So what is this movie? We've got Limping Luke, which is half action, half adventure. Wild West. Got Blind Love, romance and a comedy in an American term. We got a noir thriller, Messenger of Death, a detective thriller, and it's in a city. As I say, chat, keep suggestions going. I think personally that we should go for a Wild West theme. This is like 1930s, you know. It's a little bit early, but you know, a little bit later on, more Wild West will become really popular. It's what everyone was watching in the 50s and stuff. So maybe we should go for a Wild West. Get in there early. Make some spaghetti westerns. Limping Luke. Alright, cool little animation here. Okay. So it's just telling us about the story that's been set up for this film. So the protagonist, the main character, is a cowboy who's called Luke Ford. He lived in a dusty town in the Wild West. He was a kind man and he had a good head on his shoulders, and he was a fine shooter. Luke dreamt of chasing outlaws and searching for treasure just like his father, the legendary bounty hunter Logan Ford. But there was one problem. Luke was born with a bad leg and couldn't sit long in the saddle. So Luke set aside his dreams of adventure to stand behind the counter at a grocery store, which he inherited from his late mother. So our actor here is called Joe Duvall. That's who plays Luke in the film. Let's see. Any text or other details? Click on the mouse wheel to zoom in. Okay. So you can zoom in and out, apparently. Alright, so there was a name, there was a time when the name Logan Ford was on everyone's lips. Together with his partner Rufus Green, he hunted down dozens of robbers and murderers, even Rotten Sam, the most dangerous outlaw in the Wild West. He doesn't sound very nice, does he? But after the birth of his son, Logan suddenly disappeared. Of course my father abandoned me. Why would a hero ever bother with some cripple? Luke thought, I'm just a pathetic little joke. I'll never be as great as him. Hey Minnie, how's it doing? How's it going? Thanks for joining us again. I'm good. How are you doing? We're playing some Hollywood Animal. So there's lots of options for your guys' input. We've just chosen our first movie. We've just purchased a bankrupt movie studio, and we're gonna make some Hollywood dreams. I'm glad you're doing well, bro. Good to hear. I'd welcome any suggestions. We get the opportunity to name people and name the movies and stuff. There's lots of customization. How does the game work? Well, you're in charge of a movie studio, so you choose the direction of how you sort of publish movies and sell them in theaters and stuff. It's like a management game, but it's quite mature. You'll see. You're dealing with a lot of unpleasant people, but we'll get on that. But it's set in the 1930s. It's a very cool game. It's very difficult, but hopefully with your guys' help, we'll get there. We'll learn it more together. So it's just the start. We're just going through our first movie. So we've got an event here, a treasure hunt. But then one day Luke received a mysterious letter. Son, I don't have long. By the time you read this, I'll already be dead. The map will lead you to a 1,000-year-old oak tree. I buried a chest filled with every bounty I collected in my life. Your father, Logan Ford. Luke's heart beat faster. Time to hit the road. But how do I get to the place on the map? If I can't even ride for 5 minutes? The boy was scared. He needed help. How's he going to get past with his limping leg? We'll find out. Alright, we got a mentor. Someone, an old hand maybe. And who better to turn to Rufus Green, Logan's former partner? You look just like your father when he was your age, croaked Rufus, when Luke appeared at his door. I retired a long time ago, but I haven't drunk away all my sense yet. Of course I help you. There he is in the corner there, looking sullen. What's going on here, eh? That's quite a program. Rufus developed a miraculous training program, and within the week, Luke was a changed man, so confident in the saddle, he felt like he'd been on a horse his whole life. Yeah, it certainly looks like it. That's quite something. So he can go back on his horse now. Let's see if he can find the treasure. Oh no. The bad guy. So the bad guy is called Rotten Sam, the nasty man. He's played by Edward Peterson. His father was already dead when Luke set off. His old enemy Rotten Sam had finally managed to track Logan down and set an ambush with his gang of henchmen. Wounded in the gut, Logan hid in a small hotel on the outskirts of town. The day of his death, he drew a map and dictated the letter for his son to the innkeeper. Oh no. Rotten Sam tracked Logan to his final refuge and tortured the innkeeper for the location of the 1,000-year-old oak. Oh god, that's quite dark. I thought this was the 1930s. I didn't think they. I hope we're not one of them film studios. Let's see. An event, a shootout. That's a cool photo. So when Luke found the oak, Rotten Sam and his henchmen were already lifting Logan's chest from the hole. The air shook with the sound of gunshots. Oh no. Luke fired so accurately and held on so tight to the saddle the bandits didn't stand a chance. Only Rotten Sam himself was able to escape. When the smoke cleared, Luke saw the outlaw galloping for the horizon carrying the gold from his chest. Oh no, didn't find the treasure. Let's see. This is an interesting story. And then we'll get on to making some real movies, eh? Just gonna get through this a little bit. Luke turned to the open chest and found a battered little book bound in leather. His father's diary. Oh, so that's what's left. Luke read an entry written 20 years ago. Rotten Sam has escaped from prison, and he will surely seek revenge. My family is in danger. For their sake, I must disappear, and I hope one day they can forgive me. Oh, so he didn't abandon them. That's Luke there when he was a baby. The finale, the end. Oh, he's all emotional. Luke's tears fell onto the pages of the diary. Father just wanted to protect me. He never thought of me as a limp-footed nobody. Luke finally believed in himself and resolved to become the bravest cowboy in the Wild West in memory of his father. And that's the story of Limpin' Luke. Alright, so that's the script. That's the story. Alright, so this is telling us this tutorial is quite involved. Fortunately, we can't skip it. But it's good to understand how the game works. So this is ratings for movies. So the popcorn one shows the movie's commercial appeal. The higher it is, the more easily a film will succeed with a general audience. And then this laurel one is the movie's artistic appeal. The higher it is, the more recognition you can expect from a sophisticated audience. That'll probably do better with critics and more sophisticated. Let's see. Oh gosh, a lot of text here. Let's see. So, a film's commercial and artistic appeal may change after each stage of development. The film Limping Luke received these ratings after the whole work of the script was complete. That was what we read out earlier. The screenwriter Joe Hughes prefers to resolve conflict through fighting and shootouts rather than dialogue. Drawing on his experience and talent, the writer breathed excitement and spectacle into the simple story of a vulnerable boy, rising to become a fearless Western hero. The story's elements came together to form a coherent whole. Okay. Pre-production. Right. So after pre-production, the film's ratings rose even higher. Casting famous actors is the surest way to boost commercial and artistic appeal. But other factors also influence the ratings, including quality, scenery, and modern equipment. Probably all very expensive, though. We've got to watch our money. Oh no, they dipped. After the production phase, the film's commercial appeal declined. The lead actor became seriously ill and couldn't ride a horse or perform his own stunts. However, the film's artistic appeal grew. Joe Duvall tried to make up for the film's lack of spectacle with subtle acting, and a plague of production problems lengthened the schedule. So it was supposed to take 60 days, but actually took 82 days to film, even. Unfortunately, the actor passed away after finishing work on the film. Okay. That sums up like how you make a movie basically. The budget $431,000. This is how much money is spent on the picture. This isn't the final budget, as the film has not worked yet. Oh, so we have to spend even more money. No wonder why they went bankrupt. Right, this is how the creators of Limping Luke imagine their potential audience. When you start shooting your own pictures, you'll identify your own audiences. Well, chat, you're my audience, so we'll try and tailor things to you, eh? Try and make movies that you guys would want to watch in that time. Limping Luke is a shootout. It's a shootout, a story of revenge, but also a touching story about the relationship between father and son. Its dynamic storytelling and spectacular scenes will interest men of all ages. So it's tailored mainly to seniors. Let's see. We've got to include the senoritas though as well. Is this our studio? Okay. So time to send the footage to post-production to complete the film. Alright, let's see. I really like the animations in this game. If I'm going too quick as well, just let me know. Or too slow. Alright. So assign employees to handle editing and scoring. Our present studios personnel are not the most qualified, but over time their skills will grow. Okay. Well, hopefully they're cheap then. So we've got an editor here. So we've got Oliver or Emma. Well, Emma's got more skills. She's got more stars. And then we've got to do a composer for our staff. We've got Louis or Lee. My Louis is more... Oh no. Oh no. He's not a very nice guy. Maybe we should look to get rid of him. He's a racist. We don't want him working for us. I don't know how you get rid of people. Yeah. So we'll choose the other guy. We also need to decide. Yeah, no, we don't want that. This is the 1930s, but still, we don't want people like that in our studio. So we got to get rid of him. We also need to decide who developed the film and record the music and sound effects. Outside contractors are ready to help with this. Yeah, I'm sure they are when they get paid lots of money. No wonder why these guys got bankrupt. They're all crap. All right, we'll try and make the movie as best as possible because we've got to make it last. Because it's easy to lose lots of money on this, so we've got to keep the bank rolling. So you've planned out post-production, and you need to assign a department head, otherwise you won't get things moving. To hire new employees, first appoint a new executive head to the HR department. Okay, so here we got some of our previous guys. So our followers, we got the financial exec, PR, and legal. I think we're going to assign human resources. We've got to see who's good. So we got this guy who's so they all got seniority. So we can either go for like a lower level guy who's quite cheap. He's way too expensive. We can't afford him. We got this guy Scott. I think if we go for a higher level, well, actually, well, we've got to start off slow. Maybe let's start off with the slow guy. And plus, we get him for 5 years. He is only for 4 years. So we need to make sure our monthly costs aren't too high. Can I change his name? Oh. I might be able to in a bit. There'll be other people I can name. Right. So hire the other head. So this is post-production. Let's see. I think we should go level 2 because he has an upgrade of 10%, and this little like Illuminati symbol is like influence, but he doesn't get the difference between him and him is that he gets extra influence. But I don't think we quite need that much at the moment. We need to try and keep our monthly costs down, and then we can always upgrade. We don't want to go bankrupt straight away again. Right. Post-production has begun. Here you can see how far along the project is and how quickly it is progressing. Okay, so you can keep track of stuff. Limpin Duke. Alright. Let's see. Let's assign the other people. So distribution. So you, we haven't unlocked all the buildings yet, but there's a chain of events. So it goes through script, then pre-production, then production where it's being actually filmed on the stage, and then it goes to post-production to get developed the film, and then it goes to distribution and the copies of the film get printed, and then that's where they actually sit in the theaters, and that's when people are actually like sitting down and watching, and then that's when we get our money. But it will all become obvious. Right, let's see. Well, this guy's got a 20% bonus on speed up, so he's quicker. I think we'll spend some more money on him because distribution is where we really get our money. So it's important that we get the upgrades quickly, so that when films are starting distribution, we can make more money. Because it's all the monthly costs, that's what's going to let us down. Maintenance. Oh gosh, these are expensive. Well, this guy is the most experienced and he's the cheapest. Gosh, no wonder why they went bankrupt. These people are taking loads of money and we haven't even got to the actors yet. Build a script department. It's time to start working on a new movie. First, build a department for developing scripts. Okay. Screenwriters turn ideas into screenplays. Alright. So this is our main HQ. I like to sort of place it over here. So we got different developers. So we got Luxter, Willis, and McCarbron and Sons. These guys are really expensive, but the building is 100% condition. You got the medium option or the low. We got 7.5 mil, but that will soon go. So we do have to be careful. Alright, guys. We don't do advertisement on this channel, but it's okay. Right, let's do that again. I think we should go middle option, maybe. I don't know what you guys think. I just think if we cheap it out, it might fall apart really quickly. I don't know how long these conditions things last. But that's very expensive. We have to be careful. Let me know. I think we'll go middle option for this one, for the script writing, and we'll get that built. And they also take different periods depending on who you choose. You can speed up or slow down, yeah, like The Sims or any strategy game. I like the music in this game, it's cool. Gets you in the vibes of the 1930s. We'll make some dreams come true and make lots of bank, hopefully. Okay, here we go. First proper event. So our follower, our fluffer, We have to be careful who, if you want to be associated with these staff members. I don't know. All right. So what's going on with them? I got divorced a couple of years ago, and I figured I was out of chances until I met Gilda. We spend all our time together. We can't get enough of each other, and it's always like at the beginning. But we've been together for a year now. We're like a drug to each other. I feel guilty even mentioning it, but Gilda visits me at work. I absolutely cannot concentrate. She encaptures me. Yesterday, I nearly made a mistake in the paperwork that could have cost the studio a lot of money. Well, I'm glad you didn't. Otherwise, we'll be having words. Please, do me a favor and help me fight this addiction. Let's introduce some kind of access control so Gilda can't just walk into my office. Yes, my heart will be broken like any drug addict, but I'd hate to hurt your business and ruin my career. Well, that's very thoughtful of them to think about us. What do you guys think? So we can start doing some access control like they've asked. But that would mean that their loyalty, which is this one on the left, which is 54 out of 100, will increase, but their happiness will decrease by 10. Or are you crazy? Enjoy it while you can. So they'll be happier by 10, but then their loyalty will go down. So their happiness is 39 and their loyalty is 54. It's important that we manage this because if people aren't loyal, they won't follow what we do and they might sabotage us. And if they're not happy, they're going to perform poorly and want to leave as soon as possible, and that can cause a lot of problems, and they just won't do what you want them to do. What do you guys think? Do you think it's important that someone be loyal to us or happy? It's bit of a strange one, the first event. but personally, I think that we should make them happy. Happy stuff. Productive stuff, maybe, hey? Yeah. Alright. Are you crazy? Enjoy it while you can. Right. So we're just building these bits and waiting for this to upgrade. That's our little HQ, looks quite cool. You can see all the people running, like walking around. It must be our stuff. And all the cars and stuff, it's quite cool. And then you can see on the side like all the cars in the scenery, it's quite cool. Didn't realise you could get that far out. You can't zoom in loads, but the style is very cool. I like their previous games, so this is the police, is very good. Oh, so we've developed the film, and oh, your film's commercial and artistic ratings dropped a bit. Don't be upset. Oh no, you did everything you could. Your studio still has low level employees and technology. Yeah, because they went bankrupt. They leveled up at least. Alright, let's choose a poster. Something that captures the story but not gives away too much. Maybe this one. I quite like this one. It's got the letter from the dad and it's got Luke and a horse on horseback there. Poster designs are really cool, and they're not AI generated, they're made by artists. They were very clear about that. And when you get onto making your own movies, there's posters are all designed by what you input on the ideas and stuff, so they're all designed to be relevant. The release calendar displays all the films being shown across America for the foreseeable future. Okay. These ones here are like holidays, when they're sort of marked up like that. The studio's previous owners already chose a release date for this film. You'll choose the next release date yourself. Okay. You don't just own a studio, but a whole network of 91 cinemas. You can run your films in your cinemas for free, but that's not going to be enough to reach a wide audience. You have to rent out of the theatres to get receipts. We can buy more later on. We'll try and do that. So they already did rentals. You have to choose how much rental you do. They'll start printing the film tomorrow. Okay, distribution. Okay, so you have to get a printing company to. Typically a film begins promotions a few weeks before the premiere, so the advertising has time to gain momentum. The studio's previous owners have already arranged the advertising campaign, but in the future you'll decide everything yourself. Okay. Your film is being promoted by an advertising agency. It's time to tell the audience that they should target. So we already paid the agency for promotion. After that, you'll have to advertise on your own. Okay. So we've got 3 advertising campaigns in total. So we can do 3 movies for free, basically advertising. Advertising is very expensive. So they said that they made the film to be a target audience for seniors. So we should do it for boys and men, I think, the advertising. So for the seniors. Don't worry, we'll make films for the senoritas as well. Audiences will soon be watching your first film. Good luck. Oh, the first film, guys. Limpin' Luke. We'll make our own though. All right. Okay. So this is our distribution guy, Wilbur. Okay. You asked me, Limping Luke's a surefire hit. A farewell film by a young star. Yeah, because unfortunately our actor died. Don't know how. The story has a soul, but it will go to waste unless it's released at the right moment. The studio's former owners were mindful of these things. They scheduled production carefully and chose a good window for releasing the film, right when the public would be hungry and there's practically no competition. But when the old studio closed its doors, those parasites from Margins Pictures decided Limping Luke would never see the light of day. I don't know who was pulling their strings, but they convinced all the theatre owners to give them our slots. Oh. The film, the Margines? Oh, I don't know. Are releasing instead and don't even have a title yet. But you know what kind of slop they serve the audience? That'll probably be us. Something like Yesterday's Fart or Wet Armpits. Oh god. They're just churning out trash, rubbish. Because you can specialize in that later. The truth is on our side. We have all documents, but a court battle would be long and pointless. We'll miss the moment, and no conversation will cover that. And so I suggest we use all our connections and influence and remind theatre owners that our arrangements have to be honoured. I don't know about you guys, chat, but you know, we've got to make the most. You know, they've got to honour their arrangement. We don't want to inherit problems, so you know, we're starting fresh. We've got to do, you know, good impression for the public. So cool little shot here, doing their rubbish films. So we can do agreed. Let's let them know a deal is a deal and get our slots back. Like cost influence, the little like Illuminati symbol. So we'll have enough to cover it. Or no, we're keeping our heads down. We're new to the business. We'll start rolling 3 weeks later. I personally think we can't afford to lose money because that's 3 weeks without any money coming in, and it's just going to cost us. So I think we should just, they made a deal. They got to honor it, even if we have to pull a few strings. Okay, here we go. So you can spend influence points to advance your interests and solve problems in various and often unconventional ways. I have a feeling that we're going to be doing that a lot. But yeah, let's see. Oh, another event. Okay. So construction, the script department is going according to plan so far, but there is a small snag. According to the architect's vision, a large red leaf maple should be the central decorative element. The contractors found a suitable tree in a reserve on the border between Ontario and Minnesota. It's probably coming far then from, well, we'll be in LA, so yeah, that's coming far. The contractors found a and they already agreed on the price and transportation. But the inspector who issues the permit is playing coy. He says he can't say how long the paperwork will take. Maybe a week, maybe a month or two. You know as well as I do, sometimes you've got to grease the gears. $200 cash. And the tree will be on the road to California tonight. I don't want all our plans disrupted because of some petty bureaucrat. What do you think? So we can either wait or we we can sort of use a bit of bribery and get the tree here. I think it's important that we start pulling scripts making scripts as quickly as possible. Without a script, we don't have a movie. So we got to get, we're here to make movies. So we've got to put that first. All right, let's hope he chokes on the table scraps. We're given $200. Don't tell him that though. He won't accept the bribe. When an issue needs to be resolved quickly and discreetly, the funds in the studio bank account can be useless. When the situation gets tricky, cash is king. Okay. So, a bit of bribery in the movie world. Nothing new there. Especially in Hollywood. Alright, we're back to our jazz. Little funky tunes. Let us know in chat what kind of films you want to see. Alright, script department. Screenwriters turn ideas to screenplays. Okay. I think we should go for this guy because he gives us 10% boost and is cheapest the month. Alright. Favorite genres. Let's see. So we've got drama, comedy, action, romance, detective, adventure, thriller, historical. Should let us know what kind of films you guys like, and then we can try and bring them to life. We'll do some versions of them. Come up with our own ideas. Let's think, because we're in the 1930s, what would people like? Because they're black and white films, but they've obviously got audio. We could do some dramas. Some comedy would be good. Maybe we need something epic. Yes, we do. What gives epic? Historical? I don't know. Or action? What kind of... Do we just want to be pumping out sequel after sequel? Endlessly... endlessly... just pumping out films? What do you guys think? I think you can't go wrong with drama. I think Action thriller. There. Okay. So we can go action, thriller, and detective. We can go like noir, like classic detective. You know, they were popular. They were all the rage in the 30s. Yeah. Yeah. Let's make some noir classics. All right. Some screenwriters. Well, I think we should name these guys after our followers again. So I think we've got mini 50, 56. Let's see who else. Hamanta and August. All right. See, this is the benefits you get, guys. You get to be in the game. What's better than that, eh? All right. Choose any idea you like, and the screenwriter will develop it. Oh no! Don't. Oh, it's bugged out. Are you kidding me? Oh. Early access, guys. Oh, come on. It won't even let me Oh, this is disappointing. Because it won't let me click into it. I think I clicked off the game at the wrong moment. Oh. Sorry, guys. What we'll do, I will be back shortly. Whilst I just sort this out. Bear with me. I'll just be right back. I'll just be 2 minutes. I might have to relaunch the game, but if we do, we won't lose much. We'll see if it's saved as well. We'll see if anything's saved. Hopefully it has. I'll just be right back. Alright guys, we're back. Sorry about that. This game is early access, it only came out this week, so we'll have to make sure to save lots. Right, let's try again. Let's hope it's saved. Oh no. Oh. Hang on. Oh. No, it didn't save. Oh. It's alright guys. We'll we'll kind of rush through the beginning bit again. We didn't really miss out on much. It's only the tutorial. That's annoying. That's early access for you guys. It was a good game once we're running. All right. That's frustrating. I haven't encountered that one before. All right, we'll quickly get back to where we were before. All right, we'll go back to the Wildcat. Beatdown pictures. Wouldn't you want to watch a production by Beatdown Pictures? All right. Let's we'll name our people after chat again. All right. All right. I apologize. We have to kind of start over again, guys. It wouldn't take long. We'll just try and breeze past as much as we can. We'll get more chance to name and customize stuff later on. It's just this tutorial we can't skip at the moment. If we're doing like detective stuff, maybe we'll go through this thriller one. We won't go through the whole story thing again. Just because I want you guys to see something new, but basically you only see this sort of story stuff occasionally. We'll come up with our own. And I'll make sure to save the game as soon as I can. So basically the story of this one is it's a detective noir where there's a serial killer who looks for couples that are getting engaged. They post on the paper and he kills them. Kind of surprised this thing was popular in the 30s. I thought they were a bit more sensitive about certain stuff. Alright. The 4 traits are cool. If you want to give them a read, I'd suggest you pause. They are cool stories, but I'm just aware that we've lost some time, sadly. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. Okay. So basically the detective and then the psychic poses the couple that have recently got engaged, and then they capture him when he drops off a secret admirer bouquet. That's his MO. And then they capture him. It's quite dark. Yeah, they put him in the electric chair, and then they write a book about it, which is what the film is. All right, we've gone through this, so. All right. We can go through hiring new people. I don't know if it, I don't think it, I think it's always the same set people. Yeah, we've gone through this. There's no way to skip it at the moment. I know they're working on it. You have to go through this every time. Every time you go bankrupt and start a new game. Oh, no, we don't want him. We don't, no, we want to get rid of you, mister. Because you're racist. We don't want you. Alright, let's go. Yep, let's assign head person. Yep, HR. Alright. I think we'll hire him. Alright, let's slow down a bit. So we need distribution, we need the upgrades quickly. He's quite, well, he's the cheapest anyway. So might as well. The figure there is their salary, but that's monthly. So you have to be careful you're not spending too much money. Then we'll go for the cheapest on the salary. We can renegotiate later. Put it in the same sort of spot. Right, save. There we go. Let's save at least. All right. I like the music in this. It's nice, chill atmosphere. You can see the little set dressing is really cool. That there's the rubbish truck. It's definitely not Birmingham because they're all on strike there. Feel the people. Then they don't look like they're working very hard. I think we've got quite a lot of people hired working here. Alright. We'll make this guy happy. It's the same event, sadly. I wish they changed them up a bit for the tutorial. We'll soon catch up. It just took a while because there's a lot. It's a long tutorial, but we'll soon catch up. They are working on skipping it because unfortunately the events in the tutorial kind of force you to do certain things and it doesn't give you much freedom in that way. Right, let's choose a poster. I like the poster designs again. We'll do some action thriller detectives. We'll just be rolling out loads of noir thrillers. That's going to be our audience. Where's sounds of it? But obviously, please let us know in chat what you want to see. What kind of films you want to see. Help name them and see if Rest of America likes them. I think this one is for adults. Yeah, because it's a detective thriller. It's alright. A deal is a deal. We'll spend our influence. Yeah. It's such a long tutorial. I will be glad when they update it. They'll probably have to do a new save game though. Right, let's hope he checks on his table scraps. Yeah, give him the cash so we get it. Doesn't get delayed. I don't know how long you get delayed for. Alright, it's being built. This guy's only slightly more, well, he's in the middle, but we get a bonus to our upgrade. So we want action, thriller, and detective. Alright, let's go back to our followers. Alright. Alright, so this is where we went wrong last time. Okay, ideas. Oh, let's have a look. So we got an adventure or a cop action. I think we should do the cop. Minnie likes to write about action, so let's make sure he's happy. Okay, here we go. This is the research. So this is how research works. This is how you sort of get things later on. No matter who is working on your script department, no one knows it better than... Sorry. No matter who is working with your script department, no one knows better than you what a film needs to be successful. With this upgrade, you can write your own stories. That applies to you, chat. Chat knows best. So we can, with this upgrade, so this is research, so you can speed things up using money or spending influence. So I think we'll get, and he gets quite a big sort of bonus just to research anyway, so I don't think we need to boost it. What we'll do is we'll just do a quick save here. Alright, that was all okay. Right, so whilst that's writing, whilst he's writing the script, what we should do first and foremost is get the research on the other things. So, HR department. Then we need to get services, because we can get gifts for people, and basically bribe them. That's to make them happy. And I think we'll get some double reputation. Finance is really important, so we'll get on that. And then we'll get some legal protection. It's the only options we can kind of go for in that thing. Anyway, I think what we'll do next is maintenance. We've got quite a lot of options. The stuff here in red isn't available at the moment because it's early access still. So this tree isn't very developed. We'll get some landscaping. So a reasonable amount of landscaping for the studio grounds to make it look pretty. Because at the moment it looks like the Wild West. I guess we can just film on on the studio grounds because it looks a bit ramshackled, you know. But that's right. Let's do some post-production. So with post-production, we can. You saw earlier we had to hire like the sound and the film and the concert externally. We can do that in-house. I normally go sound first. I think film is the most expensive and concert, but sound is has the least amount of time. So I think the sooner it doesn't cost money to do it in the house. You just sort of hire the stuff, so it's cheaper in the long run. First thing we need to do is distribution. Distribution is really important. That's why I spent more money on it. We'll do some marketing and outreach first because we've only got those 3 advertisement campaigns. We've got 3 of them for free. So I think what we'll do is we'll get that as quickly as possible. I think what we should start doing as well is that we should write the other script as quickly as possible as well. Because the scripts that we have written, then we can actually make movies out of them. So we've got to build a production department. I think we can afford to go full expensive than that. Pre-production. We'll go middle for that one. I don't quite need to build anything else just yet, but we will do at some point. We don't want to be spending money on stuff we can't really use at the moment. There's no point. So we'll get those scripts under the way. We're unlocking the upgrade that lets us write our own scripts. Here we go, Messenger of Death. You can add a tagline. So this is the premiere. A little poster. Beatdown production. Beatdown Pictures production. All right. Let's release the movie. Let's see what reviews we get, eh? Oh. So Kino Mark. This system measures the audience reviews on the day of premiere. If you're not sure if you've released a quality film, but people aren't... Sorry. If you're sure you've released a quality film, but people aren't appreciating it, then you may have lured the wrong audiences to the theatres. Okay, so audience is really important and targeting it correctly. Thrilling crimes. So they're going to like it, aren't they? Exciting detective story whose title mirrors with the tragic fate of the film's star. Could this really just be a coincidence? Is this going to be a film that a documentary is made about it 50 years later? Jeanette Foley, Southern Night. You might find it difficult to sit through this brutal and chilling film, but Joe Duvall's triumphant role rewards the effort. His death is a tragedy to every woman. Cornelia Schroeder, exquisite cinematique. Ooh, very posh. A fascinating farewell from a real actor's actor. It's a tragedy that the film's title will turn out to be so prophetic for our beloved Joe Duvall. Roy Cox, Fun Times. Okay. A movie that will constantly keep you in suspense. Main villain is so creepy you could faint. Ooh. Anyone who watches this film will have dreams about the knife scene for a long time. Oh. There we go, guys. We beat Alfred Hitchcock. Alright. So everyone's getting their XP because it's released. Alright. First week. Let's make some money. Alright, we got another event. I borrowed a little money from some people. They seemed like good guys. They had honest eyes. I'm a great judge of people. Right, you know this is going to go badly. But now some annoying jerks following me around everywhere demanding I pay off the debt. I've returned the whole amount today, but I need a little time to recoup. You know what they say. You might be strong, but the cards are always strongest. That's all nonsense, by the way. I'll show the cards who's boss. So can you let me go for a couple of months while I sort this mess out? What? Ugh. These people, man, they're letting us down. Sure. We've got to keep our people happy, but it's a fine line of we don't want them taking the mick, you know? So we're making a profit already on right. So we got pre-production. Alright, let's hire the duties. Alright, so we can name some actors after chat. Alright, that's Scary Lee. One. Diamonds. And okay. Okay, I think that's all our followers so far. See, the more followers we get, the more people we can add to the game. So follow us to be included in the game and to see when I'm on. See how your character does. All right. Casting office. So let's get on the research straight away for this one. I think we need a casting office as soon as possible, really. Gosh, okay. It's all quite expensive to run. Right, okay. Is this her talking about herself? The legendary Lydia Globe is back in the saddle. Nearly. Yeah, honey, I know you expected me to start new film right away, but getting used to talking is taking a lot longer than I expected. Oh, because it was all silent pictures before, so everyone's all changed. Now actually got to talk now. You got to understand, a bird that's used to flying in the clouds can't just dive down into the bottom of the ocean without a little preparation first. I'm doing a speech exercises with the masters of the stage, stretching out my vocal cords, drinking egg cocktails, getting that velvety voice in the morning. You can already notice a difference. That's right, honey. Drinking egg cocktails. That doesn't sound very nice. So please, I'm begging you. I'm really begging you. Give me 3 more months, and I'll get ready to take my first talking role. You'll see. Your patience will pay off. Well, it's not like she can get any worse at the moment. And she is a perfectionist, so maybe she'll work harder. Hi there, Danny. We're just through the tutorial at the moment. I'm good, thank you. How are you doing? So we got our first request from one of our actors. So Lydia here is asking for some time off. Good. Do you think we should give Lydia some time off? Because she's used to silent films, but we're doing talking movies now. So should we give her some time off so she can prepare, or should we demand that she come in and work? I hope she's not taking a salary. I'm from the UK. How about yourself? So Lydia says that she's going to work hard to get. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Danny. Appreciate it. When we get a chance to change some names, we'll for sure include you in. So. So Lydia here is asking for some time off. Do you think we should be nice? and give her time to prepare, or should we say no? No, she has to come in. I hope she doesn't take a salary. She's on vacation. Yeah, I don't know if we pay him. Hi there, Adrenaline Dragon. How's it going? I like the emojis there. What's up? Hope you're doing well. It's going all right. We just started with, we're in the tutorial at the moment. We've got our first sort of decision. Yes, I am. I am British, yeah. Nice. That's cool, man. So what do you guys think? Should we? Lydia here's gone from silent pictures. We're doing talking movies now. Do you remember the movies from 20 years ago? I never played it, but I know about it. I've seen footage of it. It's a bit like the movies, but a bit more hands off. You don't make direct decisions. You kind of you're the big boss, so you kind of choose a direction, and then people work for you. And they come to you with requests like this. So Lydia is rubbish at the moment. She's got zero skill. she's fairly loyal, but she's very unhappy. So she's asking if she's going to work on her speech exercises by stretching out her vocal cords somehow, and then drinking egg cocktails. That sounds horrid. Oh yeah, let us know what you guys like to watch, because then we'll include them movies in our movie genres. Are action, comedies, and horror. Nice. We'll get some of those movies in for sure. Dragon. We just released our first movie. It was the detective one. So yeah, let us know what movies you guys like. I think we're gonna be nice to Lydia. Hopefully, you know, if she works hard, she's a perfectionist. Detective Pikachu. Yeah, we could do Detective Pikachu in the 1930s. All right, here's one of our followers. I hear Lydia Globe is coming back out of retirement. Oh, what I actually heard was that she never retired at all. She just went off to work on her voice so she can steal even more roles from us. Ah, nice. Yeah. But as I say, so she can steal even more roles from us. It's too much to hope for that greedy greedy person to finally retire. There's got to be an ounce of justice in this business. Well, what do you want me to do about her? Hey, you got to work together. All right, let's go, guys. All right, so our production department, where we actually make the films. So we got to decide. I think this decision is quite obvious. Yeah, there's a lot. This game is very difficult, and the reason I called it the road to bankruptcy is because we're going to see how long it takes us to become bankrupt. Because the monthly payments is very difficult. You lose a lot of money. You have to keep the money coming in. And I did get this off Steam. It's just come out on early access. It's made by the same people who done This Is the Police, so that sort of style. It's quite a unique style. I really like the artwork in this. It's quite involved. It's complex, but you make lots of decisions. But it's more management based than sort of the movies was. Yeah, I love Roller Coaster Tycoon. It kind of, yeah, I love games like that. I like little sort of tycoon management games. I definitely want to play more. So we got to decide who. This game, I will warn you guys, is quite mature. There's a lot of content that may not be suitable for younger viewers, but you'll see. just so you're aware. But we got to decide who to hire. So the monthly payments is what's really going to bite us. And this guy's a level 3. He's the highest level. He gets this 20% thing means he gets a 20% boost to research, and he's the cheapest salary. So I think we're gonna go for him. Yeah, I like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 as a kid. I loved number 3. But yeah, we should probably stream some Tycoon games more. That'd be nice. All right. This tutorial is quite detailed. we've been streaming for a little while. I haven't got a schedule yet, because unfortunately I work shifts. But I do plan to let you guys know ahead of when I'm streaming. So I'm just going to get a bit more established. And for goals, I just want something that's a bit more. I enjoy playing games, so I just want to include you guys in it and just involve you guys in playing games and just have a chill time. I just try all sorts of different games. So this one's a new one, and I've tried it a few times already, admittedly, and I've been bankrupted every time. So I hope with you guys in the saddle, you guys in chat, with your wise counsel, we'll make it through. We won't become bankrupt. We'll beat the bankruptcy. Because the story is you buy a bankrupt studio, and you start making movies in the 1930s. So this is our first movie that we've made, the noir one, the detective one, and it's just letting us know how we got on. So the first 4 weeks were successful. The film is still making a lot more money at box office than we're paying in rental fees. That's good. We'll make a lot more money if we extend our original distribution plan. Click extend distribution to keep playing the movie for another 4 weeks under the same terms. So you can change and switch up. It's very detailed. Yeah, the movies do the same thing. You start off in the 1930s. Oh, okay. I didn't know the movies started off that early as well. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's very similar then in that way. Yeah, because this is early access, so I think you only play for 10 years. But it's a challenge to get there, as we'll find out. There's a lot to keep going. So this is one of the coolest things in the game. Same as the movies, really. You got a script department, so we can decide and make up our own stories and our own genres. So we'd love to have your guys' input on that. So develop new elements. So what this means, so this is our research tree for the script. We can assign a writer to research new elements, so we can come up with more genres. A story element is like parts of a story. Did you watch the new season of Black Mirror? There's an episode relating to making movies in the latest season. Oh, yes. So I've watched all the episodes except that one. Is it the Hotel Riviera or something? Riveri? Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. I've watched all the others, but I saw it was a bit longer, so I haven't had the time yet. But I would like to. Admittedly, this game, sorry, has got me into looking at older movies because it's all based off. They've done a lot of research into old American. Oh, that's cool. Remake Casablanca in a VR environment. I don't know if they'll add that in this game. VR films. Yeah, we'll make our own version of Casablanca. We'll make some real prestige movies. What we'll do is we'll just make sure that we're saving, because it is early access. We have already encountered a bug, and we didn't save, so I'm very careful. so we've got to build a story workshop to actually write the stories ourselves. I think we'll do 39. So what consoles do I own? I have PS5 and PC, but I mainly play on PC, to be honest. It's my go-to. Newer Switch. Oh, that's cool. Are you thinking of getting the new Switch when that comes out? I don't have Switch, sadly. All right, so we've got to build a sound stage. That's the next. So these buildings alongside it, you have to build it off the main building. So this is the main building, and then these buildings are built off from it. So they're to be close together. So a sound stage is where our sets are. And oh, I thought you had to be connected. Let's see where our production building is. So that's connected. So we'll build a sound stage. So this is where our sets are. What we'll do is we'll go cheap on the sound stages, just so, because we'll get higher ones later on when we're making a bit of money. So there's no point spending loads and loads of money on something that we're going to get rid of eventually. I will build a second one. It's a lot like the movies that you also have to like manage your staff. I guess the best description is it's basically like a mixture of this is the movies and this is the movies and a mixture of this is the police, because it's a lot like movies, but it's a lot more it's a lot more mature, as you'll see. It's a lot darker. It kind of goes into the more seedy side of Hollywood and stuff like that. Yeah, you have to manage the actors and directors. Like, you'll get events pop up when they're filming, and you have to like make a decision. But you're not making a decision on everything, because like you're the big boss. They're not going to bother you with everything, every little small detail. It's only like major sort of stuff. So it's probably a little bit more hands off in that way, but it's probably a bit more technical. Yeah, so in this you can increase salary, but you can bribe them, so it's a bit darker. You can like blackmail them. You can send your own security people to like spy on your own people, and you can find out if they're doing dodgy things. And if they're doing dodgy things, you can be like, I know what you get up to, and you can blackmail them. And you kind of have to you have to please your people in this. You have to feed their ego as well. So we can see here that our movie is dipped quite a bit because it's been running for quite some time. It's been running for 8 weeks. So what we'll do is, just because we don't have anything in sort of production at the moment, we'll keep it running, because it's important that we keep money rolling in. Because if we don't extend it, if we just end it, that's it. No more money's coming in, and we have to wait for the next movie, which will take a while. So we're ranking number 1, and then we're ranking number 2, even though attendance has dipped a lot. We're still making a lot of money, so we'll extend it. Keep the money rolling in. Yeah, so the reason this game is very difficult is you have to spend a lot of money filming. So every single stage costs money, and then with every single stage on top of that, you have your monthly costs. So everything here costs money. So the building, that building alone, the HQ, costs 7 grand in salary, and then it uses energy and water. All these buildings use energy and water, so that gets charged. So you have to pay a bit like city builder games, like you have to pay utilities, and then you have to pay salary, and then you have to pay for production costs, which we'll see in a minute. So script writers obviously have their salary. So script writers write a script, then it'll go to production, where it'll go to a set that costs money monthly. And then you have to bring in the sets, you have to make up the sets, you have to choose the technology. Higher technology means higher quality, but a lot more expensive. And then it goes to it goes to pre-production first to sort of set out the scripts. Then it goes to production. Then it's filmed in the sound stage on the set. Then it goes to post-production, where the films get developed and the sound gets developed and edited. So it's like the editing sort of side. And then it goes to distribution, where, as you asked, you have your own theaters, and then you have to rent theaters if you want to reach wider audience. So yeah, a lot like the movies, exactly like the movies. Yeah. What multiplayer games have you played? Well, I've done a few streaming already. I play all sorts. I like strategy games, but I played a lot of Chivalry today. I played some Call of Duty. So I'm thinking of sort of doing a mixture of strategy games and like shooters. I've also gotten into Fragpunk. That's a new one, and that's like a good competitive shooter. And it's one I enjoy playing because I don't like playing CS:GO. I don't personally enjoy it, but it's a lot more enjoyable than that game. Personally, I get why people do. Don't get me wrong, but I personally don't. I just end up angry. I'm not very good, but I can't see the fun in that one. Do you like D&D? Yes, I love Dungeons and Dragons. I love Baldur's Gate 3. Absolutely amazing. I think for me, it made me find a lot of love with RPGs. I kind of got in a bit of a slump over RPGs, and Baldur's Gate 3 made me really like love. I could really sink some time into it. I was always struggling a bit with finding time. So this guy, he got into debt to some bad people because he's an idiot, and he's probably his gambling has probably not helped. And we let him off, sort it out, and then he's come back. He's happy. What are my hobbies? Well, my main one is gaming. That's why I want to sort of share it with you guys. And I mean, it's kind of the whole point for me is to share hobbies with other people. Just have a bit of fun and just speak to chat really whilst playing some games. But I like cooking. I like baking. I quite like gardening as well. I've gotten into that because I like taking my time with things, and it's nice and relaxing. It's nice to escape. So we got. How about yourself? What kind of things do you like doing, Dragon? We got our story workshop. So this is our little area where we can build our scripts from. I don't know if we'll have time to do any of that today, but because we still got some scripts writing. All right, so we've got our first script. So the popcorn here is like how sort of commercial, like how popular it is for the average Joe, and then this one is like how artistic it is. So how technical it is and stuff, like quality. So it's all right ratings. They can dip and get higher. But the important thing is our guys aren't very good at the beginning. So sometimes you have to get them rolling on rubbish stuff just to get that quality up. How long do you stream normally? I normally stream for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, depending. I'm gonna get a schedule up because I do work shifts, so my schedule's a bit funny. Yeah, 2-3 hours is good. Yeah, I try and aim for that. I mean, I just kind of see what the vibe is, to be honest. Unfortunately, I would have, yeah, it can be annoying to stream. But I do want to make it a consistent thing. Admittedly, I've only just started out, but you know, all the bits of support that you guys do really helps. So what we're doing here is, so we're signing the cinematographer, and then we've got the sound stage here. Oh, this guy's a drug addict. Great. We got a lot of problem people. We got one guy who's a racist and one guy who's a druggie. Great. What a great studio we got here, guys. We're gonna have to make some changes around here. I don't know how you fire people yet. Are there any days where you don't work? Not currently, sadly, but that may change, so we'll see. I'm hoping I can find a job that's a bit more consistent, because I work long hours too, so it'd be nice to do something a bit different. Yeah, it's like the movies when they're an alcoholic, they don't show up to the set though. Yeah, it's kind of like this, but a little bit darker. I think you can get alcoholics as well. Thank you, Dragon. You're cool too. Thank you. So just to explain this little bit, this is our tech. So it's probably the most expensive bit. So we can choose what camera we're running off. So we've got a 35mm camera. The Dupler, it's okay. So you can see different aspects here, but we've only got one option. So sonotone, that's mono. Oh, there's a bit of education there. Sound is recorded on a separate medium, which is played simultaneously with the film. The mono sound is acceptable, while the format song has some syncing problems between sound and image. Okay. Yeah, you get better tech throughout the time periods. It will notify you, but it's more expensive. Obviously, you have to weigh up, you know, better quality, but more expensive. So here, so we chose our location. Oh, I should have explained it a bit more. Let's explain again. Sorry, I kind of rushed through that bit. So you choose which stage you're using, and then for this bit, you choose whether it's going to be filmed on set, on the sound stage, or if you're actually going to go physically to the location. So, you know, it's more expensive to shoot on location because you've got to think they've got to travel, find a market somewhere, for example, make sure it's free, book it up, and it's very expensive and it takes longer too. Whereas they already work in the studio, sets there, they just got to set it up and then they're good to go. So I normally go, especially at the beginning, just a lot of set-based stuff. But it's cool to have the option, and normally sometimes it can be a bit. It's more difficult. You can let's see with and this golden location here is it's basically the most important bit. So it's where the majority of the film is going to be. So you really want to focus on making sure you get the right decision on that. So for example, with the town square, you can see increase the filming time, and it's a lot more expensive. And it does add up, you know. I know we got 8.5mm, but that will soon go. You'll see. That's why I called this stream Road to Bankruptcy, because we brought a bankrupt studio, and let's see if we should get bankrupt again. You know, there's a reason they went bankrupt. just keep making blockbusters. Well, hopefully with your guys' help we can. So I think we get some. That's the tech as we covered. We can choose how many extras we want. I think it's important. We wow the people. Give them something. So I think we'll pay for more extras, and it's not too much more money. Okay. We can't upgrade the costumes. Yeah, Dragon, I'd be interested in joining Discord. I'm always up to chat to people. That would be alright. And what we'll do is we'll add some more crew. That's alright. I think we had a bot earlier. Thank you for the follow, Dragon. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's fine. Okay. All right. It wasn't letting me. We'll figure it out later. Hang on. So we've chosen our tech. Next is this is probably the most important bit: the actual staff and the actors. So, okay. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's early access, but it's fun. Okay. Oh, he's challenging my competence there. Let's slow down a bit. So we've got our producer. We want to make a high quality thing. So we'll choose this dude. He's our highest one at the moment. He's not very happy, but he's not very loyal. Okay. We got our director. He's quite a bit higher. He's not the happiest bunny. So we've got to choose a working man. Well, maybe David here. Oh my god. What kind of people have we got here? We got this guy who's a leader. He's a hot-tempered, so he might cause some problems. We got this guy who's chaste. That's alright. That's a good thing, probably. Do we have an all-rounder? Well, I think that's what we'll see. David here, I was going to choose him, but there might be a bit of a problem here. He's an alcoholic. His dependence on alcohol makes him very unpredictable and even aggressive. Oh god. And he's also a misogynist, so that's not good. We've got this chap here, Wan. He's racist, and he has a heightened sex drive. He's libidinous. All right. Maybe we'll try Peter. He's not too problematic. Is a younger actor better? Age does matter. He kind of said it. He'll prompt you at the beginning. So for certain genres, you have to be mindful of age and also for different types of role. So, for example, it wouldn't make sense to have a parent younger than the protagonist. That sort of thing. People do pick up, and it makes an impact on the movie. There's lots of combinations, and you have to make sure it makes sense, for sure. So yeah, no, it's a cool game. It's only early access yet still, and we've got this has been decided as a male role. So these are all the male actors we've got. I mean, we could go with the older dude. He might be. Hope you aren't going bankrupt too quick. No, not yet. We've still got time. We're doing all right on money at the moment. Then we've got this. We got to choose a female role. So with the female role, we've got this lady here, one of our followers, Sky Lee. She's conceited. She emphasizes even her most insignificant accomplishments, demands more respect than she merits. Okay, so we've got to feed her ego more. And then we've got one of our other followers who's lower skilled in that, and they're undisciplined. They violate agreements, spit on the unspoken rules, wreaks havoc, and deadlines and schedules. Oh god. And then they're a drug addict. Okay, I think we'll go for this lady. Maybe the older chap. Okay. So we have to do a little stamp. Here we go. There's our logo. Stamping it. That feels good. Cool little animation. Alright. We're still making good money on that. Oh, that guy, the screenwriter then leveled up. We can't start on this one yet because we don't have enough sound stages. So what I need to do is I need to build another sound stage. We'll do another level 1. We'll do a rubbish one. Just because we will upgrade them. Because the level 1 stages are not very good. Okay. So what I'm going to do, chat, just because I do have to go for a minute, what I'm going to do is I'll be gone for a couple of hours, but I'm planning to be back on later tonight, around about 9 o'clock GMT. I'm going to be joining one of my friends who streams, so we'll be streaming together. We're going to play some chivalry. So that will be. Yeah. Thank you, Dragon, as well. I appreciate all your contributions, chat, today. So I'm just going to take a break, and then, as I say, I'm saving here. I'll post a schedule because I would like to play this game more. It's a cool game. We've just made we've made a start, so we're getting there. Nothing's gone too wrong yet. But as I say, thank you very much. I'll just take a quick break before I end, just so the stream doesn't go. Just bear with. guys. So unfortunately I have to go now. However, welcome, Misty. Sorry. So what we're gonna do is from around 9 o'clock GMT, I'll be back on. I'm gonna play some Chivalry 2. Gonna be streaming with one of my other streamer friends, so we're gonna be streaming together. So stay tuned for that. Follow to be notified of when I'm live, and I will be posting a schedule. So keep in the loop, guys, and thank you very much for all the support. It really means a lot, and hope you guys enjoyed the stream. So I'll be back on at 9 o'clock GMT. Take care, everyone. Thank you again.